Hey guys, so today we're going to be looking at some old action figures that I've collected over the years, and they're actually Ben 10 action figures. So to start things off, we're going to start off with some of the classic Ben 10 figures that I've gotten. I've only gotten two here. This first one here is Upgrade. As you can see, I kind of colored him to make him look like the Alien Force incarnation of the character, and it didn't really work out that well. Let's just say you should never cover your or color your toys with Sharpies unless you're a pro. So here's the front, all the detail, and then here's the back. And then for articulation, you know, you can move his head, you can move his arms, and you can move his legs, you know. Pretty low articulation, but you know, it's alright. And then the second figure I've got is Upchuck. And I think this was the first figure I've gotten of Ben 10, but I'm not really sure because, again, these are really old. This is from the original Ben 10 series. So, you know, there's Upchuck. He's got like a nice green. And in the back, he's got his tail, as you can see. Then he's got his Omnitrixes on his arm. And for articulation, Upchuck can move his arms. You know, he can move his feet if he wants to. And then he could also move his tail. And yeah, that's Upchuck. And moving on to Alien Force action figures, we have another version of Upchuck. This is the Alien Force version. Now, one thing you'll notice is my Alien Force figures are a lot nicer because I actually took care of them, unlike the classic Ben 10 toys. So, as you can see, he's got his Omnitrix on his belly. Got a different shade of green. Here's the back. And then again, he has the same exact articulation, you know. Even the tail moves. So that's cool. But yeah, here are the figures, you know, side by side. Just kind of side by side with each other. And then here's the back of them. And the side. Let's see if I can't fix my camera. So yeah, that's Upchuck. Alright, then this next guy we have is Swampfire. Sorry, I just gotta fix my camera. I'm using a really bad tripod right now. But yeah, here's Swampfire. Bought him for like $4 at Family Dollar. Come on. Oh wow, it really does not want to focus on him. There we go. So there he is. Here's the back of him. For articulation, you know, he can move his head, move his arms, bend at the elbow, move his legs, and bend at the knee. So yeah, he's got some really good articulation. So that's Swampfire. Alright, and then one of my more favorite figures here, we have Goop. And again, it's really having trouble focusing on these things. Come on. Wow, okay, hang on. There we go. So there's Goop. Nice and clear. He's even got a clear piece for his little gravity. Here's the back of him. And then his articulation is the exact same as Swampfire's. He could turn his head, he could turn his arms, bend at the elbow. He doesn't have knee articulation, but he can move his knee or his legs up. So yeah, that's Goop. And then I think the first Alien Force figure that I bought, and one of my favorites, if not my favorite, Echo. So here he is. He's got nice colors. Got nice, design just overall. Here's the back of him. I like how he has like a little 10 on the back. So that's cool. For articulation, he can turn his head after you detach his little backpack thing. You can turn his arms, put his legs up, bend his knees, and that's basically it. So that's Echo Echo. Yeah. And next up, Humongousaur. He's got nice like orange. Honestly, Humongousaur isn't really my favorite figure, but I was a completionist, so I bought basically any alien that Ben turned into. He's got a detachable tail, and surprisingly, a detachable face, which is kind of weird, but okay. Here's his Omnitrix. He could bend at the elbow and move his arms up, and then he could move his legs up, and that's really it. There's nothing much to this guy, which is probably why he isn't one of my favorite figures, but yeah. And then another one of my least favorite figures, Brainstorm. Yeah, he's basically just a crab. I guess he has a nice color scheme though. Here, let me fix my camera. Alright, so here's the back of Brainstorm, and here's the side. Then with him in the show, he could reveal his brain by opening up his head and blasting electric shocks, so there's that. And then here's the back. It's just got like a kind of hinge. And for articulation, other than like his little head thing, his arms can go up and down, and then his body can move. Surprisingly, his legs can't move, but I guess I'm kind of glad about that, because it would be really tedious to kind of like put his legs in a nice pose. So that's Brainstorm. And then next up, a rather fun figure, we got Spider Monkey. So there he is. He's got 4 eyes that are green. Here's his body. He's got 4 arms. Let's see if I can't move his arms. Alright, so let me just kind of move his arms so you can see his Omnitrix. There it is. And there's his tail and his back. Pretty cool. Again, he also has a detachable tail, which is kind of interesting. His legs you can move back. You can move his arms all around. You can move his head. Just kind of have him looking all around. And that's basically it for Spider Monkey. So yeah. And then we have Big Chill, which is another cool alien. Let's see if I can't focus that for you guys. Alright, there it is. There's Big Chill. Wow. Just when I get the camera to focus, my tripod wants to act up. So yeah, he's got a nice design. Then here's the back. And then his little like antenna thing is detachable as well. If I could show you guys, let me see. Yeah, there it is. It's kind of hard to put back in, but as long as you like fidget with it a little bit, you should be able to get it back in there. And he can flap his wings, as you can see. For articulation, you can turn his head. You can only move his arms up and move his legs up. So really, there isn't really much to this guy. And next up, we got Big Joe Cloaked. So you can see, it's basically just him with his wings in cloak form. So that's cool. Here's the back. And then for articulation, he can kind of move his arms out. I guess you can turn his head, but it's kind of hindered because of his hood. And you could swivel his waist. And then you could kind of swivel his legs. But yeah, that's basically it. So there are the two big Joe figures. Alright. Okay. So next up, we have Jetray. And there's nothing really much to this guy. I never really liked this figure. It's pretty comic, or not comic, pretty show accurate. My Jetray has like a little paint smudge right there, but that's alright. He also has a detachable tail. And then for articulation, his head can move, arms can go 360, go up and down. You could bend at the knee and, you know, bend the leg. And that's basically it. And then next up we have Jetray Defender, which is nice and clear. As you can see, much better paint job as well. And yeah, that's basically it for Jetray. Alright. Getting around to the last figures here, we have Chromastone, which is a nice purple figure. And let me see if I can't get him focused. Probably not. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, so his hands are nice and clear. You know, all the pink crystals on him are clear. And even the crystals on his back, whoops. Again with the camera, I swear. But yeah, even the crystals on his back are nice and clear. As you can see, for articulation, you know, he can turn his head, arms go up and down, bends at the elbow, legs, knee bend. But yeah, that's basically it for Chromastone. Oh. Wow. And then, once again, here's Chromastone Defender, which is basically just a clear version. I really want to make it focus, but I can't. There we go. So yeah, there's the Defender. And here's the back. And yeah, that's basically it for the Defender. Here's just them side by side. You know, nice figures. Alright, and then here we have Nanomech from the Alien Swarm movie. As you can see, he's more of a like a metallic robot type figure. And he's got some nice clear wings. And his Omnitrix is on his chest. For articulation, you know, he could turn his head, move his arms, bend at the elbow, move his legs, bend at the knee. So yeah, that's basically Nanomech. There's nothing much to him. He's a nice figure though. And then, oh man, the most hardest to find figure in my opinion, Alien X. As you can see, he's got like a nice clear kind of like plastic for him. He's got some like stars all around. Looks really show accurate. And then here's the back of him. And yeah. So for articulation, you know, he could move his head around. Alright, so here's Ben. Here's his skateboard. It's supposed to be a hoverboard, but it has wheels, so I just call it a skateboard. And then here's Ben himself. with his jacket, looking very show accurate. He's got his Omnitrix, and then he has the back, and then just standard Ben 10 articulation, you know, twist the head. Alright, and then for articulation, you know, he could twist his head, lift his arm up, bend at the elbow, leg, knee. Basic articulation. And then you just put him back on a skateboard. You know, you could have him roll around. And yeah, that's basically it. So, that was all of... So that's all my Ben 10 figures right there. These are just for the classic Ben 10 and Alien Force. So, yeah, that's basically it. Next time I'll do a collection video of the Ultimate Alien figures that I collected. And yeah, thank you guys for watching my video. Comment, rate, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.